Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today let's just get a quick check-in on what the current energies are. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through. What is the quick overview of the energies going on in the connections at this time collectively? Okay, Divine Feminines on the left. Oh, autonomy. Seriously, we've got autonomy in the connective space. The moon, the eclipse energy coming up in the near future. So, Divine Feminines, you have the energy of reciprocity. What did we see in yesterday's reading? We literally saw, I believe it was something like, this is what magnetizes reciprocity. So the alignment, go back and watch yesterday's reading to see what the Divine Feminine energy is that magnetizes reciprocity. We have come into it. So, yeah, beautiful. We've got autonomy here. This is the wholeness. Each person accountable for their own energy and in mastery, understanding that all things are permissible, but not everything is beneficial, and to each their own in these connections. Divine Masculine has temperance and the destined path. Look at how this heron is pointing at the star of destiny. They are on track, I'm hearing. Your Divine Masculine or Divine Masculines, you are on track in this connection. And the moon, secrets coming to light. I'm just feeling into what are the next steps for the Divine Masculines with regard to the recent healing on letting go of binding 3D contracts. I just heard anything that the Divine Masculines have been engaging in that is of the world, there is a releasing, because, you know, energy falls away. It's not that we, you know, let go of things, but when we heal, we're no longer a match, and it just doesn't make sense. They don't have a connection in our energy anymore. So Divine Masculines are releasing that which is not of the destined path in the next motion. What is this theme of reciprocity for the Divine Feminines? The High Priestess. It came out in the reverse. So for many, you may still want to feel into the be still and know energy, and also mercy and humility. So I'm hearing the serenity prayer again. And at the bottom of the deck, we have this coming back around. While your Divine Masculine is still out and about, let's say. Can you tell I'm Canadian, everyone? Out and about. I don't know if it sounds as Canadian as some, but there we go. Reciprocity, so the equal give and take. Just know that you're only a match for this balanced exchange. And so as you experience a bit of a return of energy in the future, whenever that comes in for you, understand that you must take action to teach others how to treat you, and that you have learned a lot on this journey. Okay, the moon coming up. What is the message we can get for the masculines for the eclipse that's still coming up on the 4th? Self-love. Divine Masculines, you're going to see some things that are going to demand that you offer yourself more love. So pay attention to your intuition, I'm hearing, for you Divine Masculines, because there's going to be something, a choice point of where you could give your power away to the old paradigms of entrapment, codependency, binding agreements, subtle ways that we don't follow our gut instinct. Love yourself in even the smallest ways. Be impeccable, Divine Masculines. Very, very stunning. So that's going to be seen in a new light, how even the minute choices we make on thoughts, actions have bigger implications. Actually, you know, that's very interesting, because it's usually the things we take for granted or think don't hold a lot of power over us. Those things that we think, oh, we don't need to change, those are the things that run the show, because we don't change them. They might seem subtle, but they are actually the things that we forget about, that make or break. What is the moon bringing up for the feminine? Wow, so in this deck, this Nine of Swords, the anxiety card, is actually quite beautiful, because they're slaying the dragon. It fell on the divine masculine devil card here, so literally divine feminines, take heart. This moon is allowing your divine masculine to overcome some of these dragons, to further leave the world and the influence of imprinting, the karmic hamster wheel, and choose self-love, which is synonymous with choosing your connection and the path to union. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to do divine feminine and masculine reading. So what is it, divine creator? Let's see what we can do here. Need to switch the decks. I had some set out, but we're going to do it this way. Okay, so thank you, divine creator, for using me as a channel with only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the divine counterparts? What are the masculines thinking about the connection, feeling on the heart space for their divine feminine? What is it that they wish for the connections at this time? What is the action being taken? What is the challenge? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And for the feminines, what can we see about how the feminines are looking at the connection? How the divine feminines are feeling on the heart space for their masculines? What are the divine feminines wishing at this time? And where is the action going? What is the challenge? What is the solution for that challenge? Where are the connections headed? We did just see the influence of the eclipse happening, but I'm also going to pull Starseed Oracle to get more information. Okay, divine masculines on the conscious mind, justice, and the card of bringing this into public awareness. So I just heard for some, this is a special message for the twins who have not met in person. Your divine masculine wants to have a justified physical meetup in public, or maybe not fully in public, but they want to bring your connection into the 3D, specifically for those who haven't met in person yet. For the rest, this is a message of wanting to claim the connection so that it can be common knowledge. For some, there is this pressure. It's a knowing that it can't be public knowledge right now, and that is on the mind heavily. So it is justified. The love is real. It is valid. It's worthy. And there is this message that they want it to be in broad daylight, but for whatever reason, that's not the case right now. And I'm hearing they're increasingly unfulfilled about that fact. Okay, feminines on the mind space, conscious mind, 5 of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the free will, especially when it's in the reverse. This is taking accountability for wanting this. We saw this energy yesterday with the divine feminines being an Empress energy, being the master of our own free will and wanting this new beginning, going for the highest timelines, the version of reality you know, having faith in what the divine has shown and knowing that this is being aligned with. So even behind the scenes, sight unseen, not communicating with divine masculine about choices and life choices, all of that, divine feminines have got the connection on their conscious mind. In the union space, we have portals, possibilities, and options. So divine masculines are looking for justified options. They are now open to this becoming public. They're looking for the next steps. And divine feminines are daring to believe in the highest timelines and the preferences shown to them by the divine through visions, through dreams, through knowing, and looking for those highest potentials, the portals, the doorways that will result in that. Being open to success here. Both are being open to success. Okay, on the heart space, the masculines, there's the moon energy. They know. Divine masculines are antsy. They're restless. They can feel some truth is about to be revealed. It's an anticipation. It's like the way that horses frisk before a thunderstorm. Divine feminines, what are we getting on the heart space? Three of Wands and the Chariot. You are daring to believe consciously, but your heart is still coming into alignment with being open to what may be. Three of Wands is a card of manifestation. In the reverse, there's a pause. There is a hesitancy to set something in motion. And the Chariot is the vehicle that sets things in motion. It is a forward motion. So in the reverse, it's a pause as well. So there's a pause. Divine feminines, I believe that has to do with the eclipse. You know that your divine masculine will never be the same after this eclipse. There is a mutual understanding. And then we get light body activator, luminosity, empowerment, forward motion. So it's like you're waiting to see what happens energetically after the eclipse before going forward on this empowered journey. For some, you're waiting to see if you will hear a response or anything from your divine masculine, if your divine masculine is going to come forward. There's an anticipation. And for some, you know that you are likely not going to get a lot of forward motion with your divine masculine, so you're waiting to set your own intentions till after the eclipse or around that eclipse energy. For some who are in communication, there is this knowledge that things are about to go forward as the divine masculine see some of the truths that are needed through the eclipse. This is a knowing on the heart space. So this isn't necessarily conscious on the mind. This is the feelings of the heart, the inkling, the becoming. I'm getting there as this embracing the journey kind of. Grab your popcorn. I said that in a personal reading earlier today too. So again, it's grab your popcorn, everyone. Things are moving forward. What are the divine masculines wishing for the connection? They know they need to integrate certain things. They know they need to end certain things that are not harmoniously in support of this connection. They have been avoiding, dismissing it, not sitting with it, not allowing the reality to sink in. I'm getting for some divine masculines, they're wishing not to see the signs because they are still aligned with things that need to go. The Death card is a card of necessary endings. Here is the scythe of the Grim Reaper. Is that a sickle, a scythe? Anyways, that energy, it's coming, divine masculines. It's going to be taken away from you. Anything that's not meant to go forward on this destined path that we saw in the intro is going to be removed from your life. And no matter if you're avoiding it or procrastinating or not wanting to change or possibly not knowing how or just having a fun old time, it's going to happen. It is the divine unfolding. And so you're wishing to hang on, but this energy is not going to be, I'm hearing You don't always get what you want, but you do get what you need. So divine masculines, if your current existence is not in alignment with the destined path, it's going to be removed for you. I just heard. I haven't had such a interesting. So there is a real stubborn resistance there that's going to be uprooted, energetically balanced. What are the divine feminines wishing for? The King of Wands to come to God. The King of Wands and the High Priest. The King, they're wishing for their divine masculine to embody spiritual truth and to set aside ways of immaturity and of the world and continue fighting the good fight, overcoming, coming into alignment, seeing the higher truth, becoming their fullest expression, their God self. The divine feminines want to see that incredible galactic, sexy, empowered, next level, rocking, unadulterated fire emerge in their divine masculine when the healing has occurred. And yes, we get seal of fulfilled transformation, alchemy, metamorphosis, and karmic completion. So divine masculines, whether you do the work or not, the things that are meant to come out of your life now that you have done a lot of your healing, the karma is complete. So anything that you're still engaging in that had to do with your karmic lessons and all of the rest of it will fall away, I'm hearing. And divine feminines, focus on you and any of your own karmic completion, and trust that your divine masculine is in this metamorphosis. The death energy is the catalyzing energy, the metamorphosis. There is alchemy at play. That's the Temperance card. So the healing, the transition, the karmic completion is well underway because both are wishing for it consciously, subconsciously. It is the twins. It is us, I heard. Aw, I just heard we love. We love. It's because we love that all things will fall away that do not align with that love, even if it's painful, even if we don't want it, right? Divine masculine, even if we don't want to let go of certain things, they will be, I just heard, gently removed. So be it. What is the biggest challenge for the divine masculines? Page of Cups and Knight of Cups. The biggest challenge is offering love while being in self-love. We had the Page of Cups in the beginning for the divine masculines with this eclipse energy, and we're seeing a lot of the need to really look at what's going to happen in your life next, divine masculines, as a divine gift, as happening for you, not to you. There's some of that energy. So all divine masculines, you might be confused at something that transpires in your life in the near future, so you might be challenged by that. Keep being love, showing up with love, offering love into the world, and keep that brave course. I just heard. What is the spirit guided solution? Here is the Justice card again. Because you know that you see why these connections are justified, divine masculine, the divine guidance is that in divine timing, here's the Wheel of Fortune, that all things will be balanced, that the energy will balance here, that things will, yeah, exactly. It's happening for you, not to you energy. So there are some major changes that are about to happen. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse means not quite yet, but I do feel it's the eclipse energy again around that time, bringing in justice, divine intervention, divine blessing. What are the divine feminines challenged by? Not being able to manifest this love. No matter how hard you try, do the work. You get straight A's in doing the work, divine feminines. It's not bringing the connection in any faster. Sort of. There is such a divine template. You are doing the work. You are clearing the karma. You are choosing your thoughts and actions. You are accountable, divine feminines, but you don't have to force it. You can trust on a deeper level. This is the challenge, trusting. Look at the caduceus, the twin flame love, the sharing of equal unconditional love offered into relationship, but not having to manifest it. Continue to see all of it as divinely guided. It's not a divine trick. This love is not a trick. You are not being manipulated by the universe. This is real. You are on a twin flame journey. If you're watching this, I'm hearing for 99.999% of everybody watching, you are on these major world-changing journeys of connection. So your challenge, divine feminine, is to trust the process in all its glory, all its gory glory. What is the spirit guided solution? Let the towers fall. Again, you're also being told to look at this with the awareness that you have the choice. There is a choosing in this energy. With the Five of Swords, it's the free will card. In the upright, it's my shallow victory card. In the reverse, you are choosing the path forward. You are choosing to look at it through the highest interpretation of free will. Again, not happening to you, happening for you. Major foundational changes. You're going to start seeing things in a different way, divine feminines, when you stop looking at this journey as being a burden, as being cumbersome, as not going faster because of something you can do or not. You're not being condemned. This journey is a blessing. Change your faulty thinking and you will enjoy your journey now without even having to be in union. You will see the sacred blessing it is. You have eyes to see and ears to hear. Switch from the 3D templates of fear into the higher ascended blessing of the journey. Your divine masculine is looking at things falling away in the 3D as a blessing, not a curse, and that's going to be bringing in the justice in these connections. Both twins are going to see how these templates, these twin journeys, are blessings, not curses. What do we have in the shared space? Guyanine and cystocene, commitment, connection, flexibility, and resolution. Things are coming into a resolution, personal resolution, I just heard, because there has been some convoluted energy. There has been some doubt, some confusion. There has been skepticism, superstition. There's been a lot of energies that have been being worked out on the minute levels, and affirm, twins, the connection, the commitment. You cannot deny, if you're watching this for somebody, that you have a connection. You cannot deny that even though you may not be together fully in the physical, you have commitment. Commitment to the spiritual path, commitment to this journey, commitment to the unfolding. Stay flexible. That is unconditional love. When we can love despite anybody else's choices, and we can hold that space that if they meet us in the alignment of love, that we will be unconditionally waiting for them, just like the divine. The divine is always there, whether we believe in the divine or not. It is those who choose to meet the face of the divine earnestly that see that no matter how many times we digress from the path, we can come back and we meet the face of the divine the same unwavering way, time after time after time. So too is it with the divine counterpart, that no matter, because it's divine love that is inherent in the counterpart's connection, it keeps coming back around because of the divine love contained within. And there is a resolution to the confusion, is what I'm hearing. It doesn't necessarily mean physical 3D permanent union in relationship. This card is talking about the resolution that comes, the peace that comes when it's seen for what it is, when this divine template is a reflection of divine love that is always the same and always changing. So too is it, I'm going to say again, that the love of the divine counterparts for each other remains the same through all the changes. And that is the resolving energy. That is the remembrance I'm hearing. Where's the connection going from the divine masculine side? Ooh, coming out of the hot and cold ghosting energy and into commitment. It's justified. There has been a justified something that the divine masculines have been confused about, whether or not their divine feminine would satiate in a particular way, whether their divine feminine would fill the missing piece in a counterpart in a particular way. That has been seen, this justice card twice, and has made the difference, has confirmed that this connection is justified in a particular way that was keeping the ghosting energy, the possibly even the divine masculines wondering if they could be faithful to their feminine, if their feminine could be inspirational enough to keep a long-term desire. This is a very sensual card, and so it's working together. I'm feeling with karmic situations and not finding the depth of love and growth available in certain situations, but there's also a sensual quality, a sacred spiritual sexuality that the divine masculines are starting to see contained in their divine feminine. I'm literally hearing that they're not feeling like the feminines are the cliche ball and chain, that you, divine feminine, are different than that. So they're not so afraid of losing their freedom anymore. I just heard it wouldn't be so bad to have a ball and chain like you. But all jokes aside, that's not the frequency of divine love. So what are the feminines doing? Okay, the destined path and the 5 of Wands. So divine feminines, you're still cleaning up karma. There might be a little blurble of karmic cleanup, just a minute one. This is not some big devil energy. This is just a 5 of Wands. So there might be still some debate, some negotiation, some challenges before you're fully on your destined path as a sovereign individual, I'm hearing. And we get, as the connection energy, chamber of regeneration, creation, multiplication, and growth. I'm hearing when two shall become one. Again, there is this exponential growth possible when things streamline, where there is mutual contribution. That's just where it can go off the charts. When two are qualified, you know, it's one thing also to want something and not have the skills or the knowledge or the experience to know how to do it. But the twins, you are on a journey of mastery, and there are so many facets of life that have supported you to become the frequencies that you are. Oh, the world needs you. Oh, this is great. Okay, what can we see? Any last thing? No, I think we're good. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye for now.